Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Sackbits, otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet, and today I want to talk a little bit about books. Some of my favorite books are Dante's Inferno, Paradise Lost. I can't remember who created them. He was a very famous person whose name escapes me constantly. But these books were so good that it's almost considered legend canon within the Christian universe. And if you use Christianity as and religion as a form of thought that parallels to psychology and not religion, that looks within ourselves to explain who we are as a human experience, it's really, there's a lot to be said about it. There is a lot to be said about it. Like Dante's Inferno is about an individual going into hell to save his wife's soul that made a deal with the devil, and she's like, my husband wouldn't cheat on me, and he's like, the devil's like, if he cheats on you, you come to hell, and I guess if he doesn't, I'll bring him back right now, or something like that. Anyways, he cheated while he was gone because a woman wanted her husband out of slavery. He had gone to the Crusades and was willing to give her body for getting him out. And it gets him out, and I'm pretty sure her husband beats her for it, or worse. I don't know, Crusades, they were fighting Arabs and everything was really crazy back then. I'm not saying anyone was good, man. Oh, jeez, no. Not saying that at all. But anyway, it was a beautiful book. Absolutely beautiful book. I could buy it for Kindle, but I want a physical version because there's beautiful pictures in it. Etchings. Beautiful copper-plated etchings. My dad used to have a copper press. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You don't want to get your boobs or your fingers caught in there, though. Trust me, no fun. No fun. Ladies used to get their boobs caught in the rollers for the washers and dryers. No fun. You don't want to do it. Please be careful around those things, ladies. But anyways, I'm looking for this book because I love the art and the etchings. They are top shelf etchings. Top shelf. Top shelf etchings. Like, seriously, you can just stare into an old Victorian homes like this. Jeez, it just fits so nicely, so beautifully. So I go out there and I actually look for Dante's Inferno. I go into the city of Guelph, and they have such wonderful bookstores there. They have chapters, and chapters is like Barnes and Noble. And I went in there, and I still remember way back in the day watching the secondary religious section go from like this two little bookshelf to a whole aisle, and that's got to be 1999. There was definitely a spiritual awakening happening in about the year 2000. If you were to look at, geez, sorry, I'm just blown away at what happened because I went back into chapters recently, and there are hardly any books. There are some books, but it seems like the books are purely secondary to the fashion, the lifestyle, the fashion, the way of life. And it's pretty expensive. I couldn't find that book. I went to Guelph. I looked all over the place. I even went to this metaphysical shop that I go to pick everything up. A used bookstore that always has everything you could think of, stacked floor to ceiling. Man, that stuff was busting out. They didn't have it. They didn't even have one without the etchings. And that just makes me think, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Everything's all on the internet these days. So I'm here with this audiobook and this book channel. But what the hell is going on? How come I can't go into the city and get or I can probably get Atlas Shrugged. Oh, jeez, if I couldn't get Atlas Shrugged these days. I'm sure I can get Atlas Shrugged. Anyways, I can't get Dante's Inferno. I can't get Dante's Paradise Lost. There was other ones that individual made. Beautiful. One with uh, one with King Arthur. King Arthur, man, those King Arthur stories are so interesting because you get so many different authors into it, and it brings up so many different um, um, things that are within us. It's almost like some stories, religions definitely, are telling a story about us as humans, and with these stories, we see the human experience, the human condition. I just really prefer audiobooks because it's a lot easier to take this stuff up. I swear to God, there's stuff I can read over and over again and I just won't understand it unless someone says it to me. The Killing Joke. I never understood the Killing Joke. Within Batman, it was a joke between Batman and the Joker. I didn't understand it until the movie came out, and then I understood it. And the joke was the Joker's just frickin' like they're both nuts. But the Joker is more nuts in a way that can't help anyone, even himself. And there are people out there that can't help anyone, even themselves. 10% of people are just they're too not there, that they can't even be used by the military. And if the military can't use you, you're pretty worthless because the military will often take whoever they can get. At wartime, they took like whoever they could get. They even lowered the bar on who they could take, and the military was like blown away by how stupid people can be. And within military families, you will hear people telling stories about just how dumb some people were that got brought in and like used as cannon fodder. But like, hopefully, I've heard a lot of stories about not people realizing as cannon fodder, but like realizing the people that are trying to train just aren't there and they can't do it. And that's just how it goes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, stories are an excellent way to spread information. And I'm mentally crippled by the idea that I can't go into chapters. Or just go into Guelph and find Dante's Inferno. I don't know. Anyways, this is it for me, folks. Have a good one. Take care of each other, will you?